Welcome back everyone. I was supposed to upgrade the firmware on all my security cameras, but then I noticed all my routers have an update there too, and it's probably hanging there since I don't know when. So today I start with the easy one. I do my RT-AX58U from ASUS. I'm not using the original ASUS firmware, I'm using a firmware from Merlin. I put the link in the description below. The reason for this is it has the feel from the ASUS and it looks like the ASUS, but it has some enhancements. You gotta look that up yourself, what enhancements. I'm not gonna get in this video through it. We just want to upgrade it. So we open the web browser, navigate to the router by putting the IP address in it. I don't know what's your IP address. It's maybe 192.168.1.1 or 0.1. You try it out, you figure it out, or you know it. Just log into that router. On the top right side of this web page, you see a blinking yellow exclamation mark that lets you know there's a new firmware available. So you can click on that exclamation mark and click on update now. Now it works a little bit different than the real ASUS software. ASUS software, I think this is a one-click thing. You just click on install and it does it. Here we have to go to the website and download it, but it's also not a big issue. And because I have already a Merlin software installed, I just have to click here on the newest version number and it pops up a notification and shows me all the notes. All I have to do is visit the download site, click on that button, it brings me right to the download site and I can download the correct firmware version. Now if you're still running the original firmware from ASUS, then you have to manually go to the website and select your router. I show you this when I'm done here. So now I'm gonna download the latest release from that firmware. So a download is done, should take only a couple seconds. I'm gonna go to my downloads folder now and unzip these files here. Don't mind that my icons look different. I'm using a Linux system. You probably use a Windows system. Doesn't matter, it's the same. Now this is for the viewer what are still on the ASUS software. Go to the Merlin website, a link is in the description below. Go to downloads, select your router and download the software. Then unzip it, it's probably in your downloads folder. Then you're just where we are, what are already running a version of the Merlin firmware. Now let's go back to our router page, but before I start the upgrade, I'm going to save my configuration settings. So click on the Restore Save Upload Settings tab. I look at my save settings and just click on it and it saves it to the downloads folder. Going back to the firmware upgrade tab. Now we are clicking on upload, manual firmware update, upload. You probably have to navigate to your downloads folder and now open the extracted folder. Pay attention that you use the extracted folder and not just double click on the zip file. Here you just select the file with your router name. It has the extension .w, I think. Now we just click open and it will apply the settings. So that takes a couple minutes. Okay, while this is running, next week we will upgrade AC66U, what's not supported by ASUS anymore, and we upgrade the firmware on that one. And I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also turn that notification bell on so you see when I make another crazy video here. Should be almost done now. Now when this is done, I usually log into my router to take a quick look if everything is okay. You don't have to, you can close the window, and I never had an issue. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end of this video. You all have a wonderful week.